Every day, a man in a wheelchair waited at the same traffic light. One afternoon, a police officer on a motorcycle pulled up beside him, accidentally stopping just a little ahead. The man smirked. He quietly rolled his wheelchair forward until he was in front. As the officer adjusted his mirror, the motorcycle rolled forward slightly. To the man, it looked like a challenge. He immediately rolled ahead again, determined to stay in first place. The light turned green. The man pushed with all his strength, racing across the intersection, but the officer simply twisted the throttle and disappeared into the distance. The next day, the man returned to the same intersection. This time, he was wearing a motorcycle helmet. When the officer arrived, the man showed off flashy wheelchair tricks right in front of him. The officer just stared at him like he was watching a complete fool. The light turned green. The officer rode away without a second thought. Desperate to win, the man threw out a rope and hooked it onto the motorcycle. Instead of catching up, he flipped backward and crashed onto the pavement, but he still refused to give up. On the third day, the officer heard a deafening roar behind him. He turned around and couldn't believe his eyes. The man had transformed his wheelchair into a rocket-powered machine. The instant the light turned green, he launched forward like a missile. The blast of exhaust hit the officer right in the face. The officer switched on his siren and sped after him. As the motorcycle got closer, the man flipped open a panel, slammed a button, and activated a massive booster. The wheelchair shot forward, leaving the officer far behind. Laughing, the man waved over his shoulder, thrilled by the incredible speed. Then he looked ahead. A dead end. There was no time to brake. The rocket-powered wheelchair blasted straight up the side of a skyscraper, soaring high above the clouds. Moments later, the fuel ran out. The wheelchair lost all power and came crashing back to Earth by unbelievable coincidence. It landed directly on top of the pursuing officer. A gigantic mushroom cloud exploded into the sky. Later, both of them ended up in the very same hospital. As the elevator reached their floor, the officer's hospital bed accidentally rolled forward a few inches. He nervously glanced at the man beside him. The man slowly turned his head, and the competitive fire in his eyes burned brighter than ever.